first of all, I apologize for taking so long getting my videos out. Been so crazy here lately. There's so much to do and there just isn't enough hours in the day. So everything's just kind of getting piled up on me. If anybody knows how to squeeze more hours out of the day, I would love to learn that trick. Anyways, it's still raining. But haven't had a chance to really dry out yet. But I got looking at the forecast and got a nice warm period coming up. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday are all in the 20s. And of course there's rain. And a perfect combination for me. Warm weather and rain. And that's what I look for biking. And Monday and Tuesday is kind of what I'm looking at. It's got for Monday approximately 10 millimeters of rain. And Tuesday approximately 1. But the percent chance of getting the rain is higher on Tuesday than it is on Monday. That tells me it's going to be an overnight rain. And that's just perfect for what I want. So I'm going to head out down to the bike shop. I have some repairs that I have to do to my bike. I didn't have back brakes last year because the cable seized up on it. And I had other problems too. I can't remember what it was. But I fixed them last year and I never bothered with the back brake. So I'm going to take care of that. And kind of clean everything up. Then most of my biking is done in the rain, so it gets pretty messy. Dirt and stuff clinging to the greasy spots, like the chain and the derailleurs, and everything just kind of gets plugged up after a while. So get everything freed up and moving, and then decide whether or not I'm going out. I'm going to try to get my bike going for tomorrow. It's supposed to be really nice, 23 degrees Celsius. And it'll be my first bike ride of the year. Hopefully all goes well. But right now the back brakes are seized up on it. It's the cable, it's the sheathing that it goes through is all rusted. I knew this last year. I was just going to wait for this year to do it. So, I gotta change that. My front one's not too bad, it's getting stiff. I'll do that eventually, and I'm not going to bother with that today. So, I got a whole bunch of sheathing from the bike shop. And I asked the guy what was the best way of cutting it, because when I cut it I have a tendency to crimp. And I'll squish it together because it's got steel inside it. So he says he's got a special tool that he uses to cut. So the cool thing is, he actually let me borrow it. Kind of scary looking actually. I wouldn't want to get my finger in that. So let's see what we can do. So before I go to bed, checking the forecast and see what's happening. A few things to note here. First of all, the rain icons are now thunderstorm icons. The temperatures are a wee bit lower than they were supposed to be, and we now have a rainfall warning. So, but other than that, precipitation amount still seems the same. But we're in the morning, 1 a.m. rain, 2 a.m. stormy, 3 a.m. stormy, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 still stormy, 10, 11, 12, 1 finally about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I may have a chance to go out if I'm going to go out. So look at the next 14 days. Yeah, temperatures are cooling off. Next rainy day would be Friday, but I don't go out weekends because there's just too many people around. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Wednesday and Thursday, maybe, but the temperatures are just a little too cool, especially if I'm going to be getting wet. I get down to Sunday, and it's a little bit better, but it's still just a bit chilly. I'm going to try for tonight, so when I wake up, I'm going to see what things are looking like. And as you can see, I got the precipitation warning, or notice I should say, so it's on its way. The first round anyways. Well, I didn't make it out last night or yesterday. I slept all day yesterday. Never even made it outside. Still trying to kick off the depression, but I'm considering going out tonight. Actually kinda excited for it, I guess you could say. So I got a little bit of an incentive to go out. Today's gonna be the last nice warm day, like double-digit warm anyways, for a little bit. The problem I'm looking at here today is the wind. A 24 kilometer per hour sustained wind and 37 kilometer per hour gusts. So problem is, this is southwest, and if I go where I want to go, then when I come home, I'll be driving into the wind when I'm, get the least amount of energy left. So I'm kind of looking at that. The other problem is thunderstorm, 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 thunderstorm. So afternoon 40% and 90% evening and overnight. So now you can see why I'm kind of contemplating not going, but this kind of gives me an indication that we're going to get some rain at least. I'm going to see what happens. Okay, look here for the thunderstorm risk. And that's on a whole different page. Okay, on my phone I click on that and it just kind of moves. Thunderstorm risk, just 1. Okay. The wind risk, okay, so the wind is more of a concern than the storms. Not to me. Okay, where's the map? So they change this so often, I can never find anything. I hate this future radar crap. I don't know why they even do that. It's not accurate. It's not even close to being accurate. It's crap. Okay, I'm not living there. Why are you starting me? Wait, oh, there. Okay, so when we get the radar, let's just do current and forecast, radar pass there. The problem is, if this is a system and it's rotating counterclockwise, like, oops, accidentally clicked the mouse there. And there we go. The whole thing is rotating this way, when it gets to the current and switches over to future radar, it just stops spinning and just starts moving, you know, this direction the whole system was moving in. So it's really stupid. I don't understand why they do it. It's not even close to being accurate. So this is not the only website that does it, unfortunately. Okay, that looks kind of scary right there. There's some purple in that I saw, but that's no. I'm right here, so that's not going to be affecting me. But it kind of makes me wonder if that's the kind of storms that are out there, what's going to hit us. And it's starting to look like a cold front, simply because all these storms are in a straight line. And that does, oops, sort of kind of look like it's coming towards us. So this might even join up. Okay. So these two parts here might even join up to make a single storm. Either way, this part here is definitely coming towards us. So it looks like we're going to get something. So my question now is, do I go out or do I not go out? And this isn't giving, oh, there's the times right there. Okay, so each picture is 10-minute interval. Okay, so if it keeps going the same speed and if it reaches us, it's still looking the same, and this leading edge thunderstorms, according to the speed that it's going and the time that it's being recorded, looks like 20 minutes to half an hour. But you know, the rest behind it can do anything. It can develop into more storms. It can go away completely, or what it usually does is splits and goes around us. So I don't know what to think. I guess, yeah. Oh, that's useful. I go full screen and I get less of a map. This time kind of. I used to love this website, but they've messed it up so much, and now it's kind of come back to the regular screen, and I'm way over there. Oops. So I'm definitely going to need rain gear, because if it goes down to 10 degrees and I'm wet, I will get pretty chilly, especially driving into the wind on the way home. So that's what I'm looking at. Okay, so up until 9 p.m. it's chance of thunderstorms, and after 9 p.m. it becomes thunder showers, not chance of, just thunder showers. It looks like everything's going to be cleared up by 9 a.m. I really don't want to spend all night there. Okay, so from 11 p.m. to 4 a.m. seems to be the highest risk percentage. Or even 10, 80%, 90%, 90%, 90%, 90, 80, 80. Hmm. 70, 60. Okay, so once it gets over 50%, then that's when I start paying attention. So 7 p.m. I don't know. There's obviously nothing at the moment out there. So I'm going to get out the ES950 and go for a little drive. And just kind of get a feel for how the weather is. And I can't really tell how I'm doing physically because I was in bed all day yesterday. I actually slept most of the time. I was up for 4 hours, and then I slept for another 8 or 12 or something like that. So, oh, excuse me. So if I don't get up, I'm just gonna go back to bed. So I best be getting up and get something done here. Yeah, my website. I really gotta get something done on this. Content coming soon. This should say eventually. Really gotta get my button gear and get that going. And that picture. Where did it go? Okay, well here's one of the snake here. Is that jumping off a duck? This is where I'm going. If I go out tonight, this is where I'm going. Where'd that picture go? There it is. And I captured a snowbow. It was a really cold morning, and it was like a light frost falling from the sky, just like little crystals. And this miniature rainbow here, it was a full circle. And no matter what I did, I could only get part of it in the shot. This is where I'm going here. It's so beautiful. Just to give you an idea. I wonder if I have a full screen shot. That was one side I like. This one's on the other side. The swamp side. Just trying to see if I have a bigger picture. There it is in the fall. That's along the fire road. It's pretty nice looking there. Well, there's a bigger shot of the pond. I love that shot. I love the water rings coming from Kenny. That's pretty cool. But I don't know if I'm gonna find one. I don't even remember what pictures I got in here. It's been so long. Alright, now they're repeating. So, but you'll see them. Maybe we'll get pictures when I'm out there. Okay. Here's a pretty good indication of how strong the wind is today. Shelter's rocking around pretty good. In order to make my decision whether I'm going out or not, I need to know more than just the forecast. Forecast is important, of course, but I gotta go out and actually feel the weather, smell the air, clouds, a lot of times you can smell the rain before it gets to you. And just get a feel of the pressure, just humidity levels, just everything. You have to actually experience it to really know what you're feeling. Because just looking at the radar map, it really doesn't do that much for me. So head up to the field just past the hospital. This is where I have the best view of the southwest. That's the direction the storms are coming from. And you can really hear the wind here out in the open, so I'm at full force. But it's kind of hard to really see. The scenery is not changing much, the clouds anyways. So I'm going to do a time lapse the whole time I was sitting here, just to get a little bit of motion in it and have an idea what the clouds are doing. Did you catch that? Not a whole lot happening out there. In fact, the only thing that's really moving fast is the air. So after this, kind of circle around. I stopped at Timmy's, got myself a coffee, head back home. Now I'm facing west again. Yeah, and the clouds look a whole lot different now. They're kind of funky looking. And a lot of instability up there. So that kind of good indication that something's coming. But the ultimate decision will be made this afternoon when it comes time to actually leave. If I have enough information to decide whether I'm going or not, I'll know by that time. Yeah, the final deciding point will be my health, how I feel. As if I'm just low in energy and just feel I can't do it, then I definitely won't go. But if I'm feeling pretty good about it, and if I have enough motivation, then I'll attempt it at least. And by the time I get to the edge of town, I usually know whether I can continue or not. But this is one of those things that I can't give up. It's kind of the only thing I have left after I got sick that I can still do. Something I've done for years. I've always enjoyed biking in the rain at night, always. Yeah, when it gets to the point where I can't do it anymore, it's gonna be hard on me. I only get to do this a few times a year during the summer, and it is. Last year I only got to go out twice, I think it was. A lot of the reason for that was last year was a drought year, and any rain that we did get was in the daytime, and anything overnight always came with thunderstorms, so I never really had many opportunities to go. But last summer I was too busy with the monster. I was all excited about driving it around, so I didn't leave a whole lot of room for anything else anyways. So this is morning. Yeah, I just kind of keep my eye on things and see how things go. So I was getting ready to go out, and I get a notification, lightning within 12 miles of Hanover. It's like, what? I didn't realize the storm was that close. And all of a sudden these big huge raindrops started hitting the window. So it's like, oh crap. So I went running out and closed up my shelter, keep the rain from going inside because it's kind of windy out there. So this is what I see. This is all storms in through here, and if I bring the lightning up, you can see there's a lot of lightning there. And all these pluses, these are ground strikes. And the minuses are cloud to cloud, and the pluses are ground strike. So it kind of worries me a little bit. If I go out tonight, are these other storms that are coming, are they going to be positives as well? Don't know. I'm still considering it. I kind of made the decision to go, but I'm just not sure when. Maybe right after this particular storm passes. I don't know, it seems to be expanding. I don't mind the rain, I just don't want to get caught out in the open in the lightning. So I used to have storm tracks on here. I wish they never got rid of that. I really liked having those. Well, we don't have any watches or warnings. See, here's the storm track right here. That's what they look like. But there's none here. Oh, okay. I guess I was wrong. Here's the legend here. Both plus and minus, excuse me, are cloud to ground. The ones that are dark color, the faded pastel color ones, apparently are cloud to cloud. So that makes me feel good, because there's more of those. I always thought the positives were cloud to ground and the negatives were cloud to cloud, but apparently not. So when I get the notification of 12 miles within 12 miles of Hanover, I think it was this one. That's the closest one that I can see. So I don't know what to do yet. Still got to decide. I'm still kind of getting things together. My stuff that I have to take with me. And obviously I'm not going to be able to drink coffee while I'm there, so I have a whole bunch of candies, hard candies that I suck on. And that'll help a little bit. It's not a total fix for the aluminum taste in my mouth, but it helps. And I have to take extra clothes with me in case I get a little too wet. I have garbage bags. I don't know if I've actually shown that in a video yet or not. I have garbage bags that I wear as raincoats. I put underneath my jacket or sweater. That way if my sweater gets wet, at least it doesn't reach my skin. Because once the water reaches my skin, there's no insulation anymore, and the coldness can go right through. So that plastic barrier kind of prevents that. Plus the temperature will be cooler, and I'll be riding into the wind. So, yeah, pair of track pants or something underneath my other pants that I'll be wearing, and probably a sweater and a jacket. So you will see what happens after the storm goes through. Yes, I don't know. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I'll give you an idea what it is I'm seeing as I look out my window. And if you watch the white siding of the house to the left there, you'll see a flash. There's lightning to the north. And I'm just going to do a time lapse. This cluster of storms going through. And after this goes through, I got a fair amount of time until the next round of storms come through, so I make the decision that that's the time I'm going to leave. I'll leave you with the time lapse, and I'll continue this. You'll actually come along with me on my bike ride. The first one of this year, and it'll be the first time I've actually done this kind of recording, I guess you could say. So, see you in part 2.